So, part 3, to get these bad boys in there, got both sides off. I'm basically going to be double stacking. Easiest way, put this in the oven at like 290 degrees or so. That'll heat this up enough where you can pretty much take this and go drop, and it'll go down to the bottom. But if you don't have the time for that, it does take a little bit. You can torch the outside and use a bearing driver. You just have to make sure it's square and push it in. Keep in mind, this is aluminum. If it gets out of square, don't force it. You'll scar this up and then it won't sit very well. Sleeve is cleaned and dry. They literally just used a piece of tubing. But, oh well, I mean, it works. I'll be using the torch today. Just because, why not? And we're gonna pop these bad boys in here, and I'll kind of update once I get one in. Don't want to hold it in one spot for too long. Basically, get it until it kind of starts to dry out. See that? Start to dry out a little bit. Want it to where it's hot to the touch, but you don't want to overheat it. So, bearing is in now. That is hot. The whole thing will kind of heat up once you get it warm enough. You just don't want to be able to hold your hand on it for very long. But take your bearing driver. I couldn't film this part. That sits there. And it goes on top. And you kind of, you don't have the exact right size. You can kind of move it to either side. But when you get it started, you kind of want to tap one side, tap one side, tap one side, tap one side, and go in a crisscross to get the bearing down in there and actually get it started and going down and driving it all the way. And once you hit a tone difference, that's when the bearing is fully seated. You'll notice it in the hammer. It'll kind of like ting, make a different noise. But basically, take the sleeve, put it in there, take your other bearing, put it in there, and then in my case, stacking another bearing on top of that, put your seals in, and your carrier's done. Throw some grease in there, it'll properly grease your bearings, and you'll be good. Peace.